Glad to have you with us from Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The postseason rolls on, and these two teams try to finish on the right note in the Music City Bowl. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This season hasn't gone the way he planned, but one of the things he said to his team in the locker room, let's go out and have some fun. We had big expectations, and while we fell a little bit short, I want our fans and our team to play with pride, have excitement, and show everybody what we're made of. We have an opportunity to start new right now with this game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Split backs here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Great place to start for this offense. Tough run here. It's Jackson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making the adjustment. Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian saying to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wasting no time slinging it around. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on with more ground to cover. Saying from the gun on third down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll send the back in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Nice move to keep running. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Stop right there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Brown will throw it. Got his man. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Out wide left to Eccles. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, create.
Throws toward the end zone. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
There's there's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Taken down. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment. Puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Down he goes. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Brown will throw it. Left side is caught. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Sends it back in motion. Play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. as they get set to snap, and time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first. They're all over him, and he avoids the sack.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Defense might bring the house here. Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. All over him immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Third and long right here. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Uh-oh, look out! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Out wide right, it's Roberts. Good, strong tackle. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Out wide left, it's Roberts. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so...
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. Up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. From deep, it's Kane. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He's got enough. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble. I get outside the pocket. Nothing's there. Live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion. Move on.
They were all over it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Brown will throw it. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Good job just to get rid of that one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really big things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's 3rd and 5. For the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Say it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Running inside, it's Jackson.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He's changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. He breaks a tackle. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Zayin looking to the big tight end, working that left side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking for the edge. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he
lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Zayin. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Pass to 6. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The option, he'll keep it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Pulls it and runs it again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Got it looking for a 1st. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Sayin to throw. Left side is Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback keep. First down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Pulls it, looking for a crease. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Making the adjustment on the play. Sayin from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Trying to do it himself. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he tacks on the extra point. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With the catch, it's Nimrod. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Cobb. There. Tigers, and they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Right side, it's Roberts. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on third down, say it. Looking left. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The RPO got it. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Again, it's Sayet. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Fires into the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Fresh center down's going to the air. Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game.
He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Cobb. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Cobb. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Brown will throw it. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now, but let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA.